It's been called the most precious liquid on Earth. And even in a Middle Eastern country like Israel, it's more precious than oil or water. It's blood, the fluid that makes life possible, delivering oxygen and nutrients to the body, fighting infection, and launching the process of healing. And thanks to blood transfusions, it's now one of the biggest factors in people surviving once fatal injuries. So few things are as important to a nation's health as blood for medical emergencies, whether they're caused by everyday accidents or the acts of war and terrorism that Israelis face. Israel's blood supply is collected, safety tested, and distributed by Magen David Adom, which also serves as the country's ambulance service. Today, Magen David Adom supplies 97% of Israel's civilian blood and all the blood for the Israel Defense Forces. Magen David Adom's current blood center was built in 1987, when Israel needed to collect 175,000 units of blood to meet the needs of 4.4 million people. Just a few years later, however, the world order changed, reshaping the face of Israel. The Iron Curtain that prevented Jews from leaving the Soviet Union fell, enabling more than 1 million Russians to come to Israel, swelling the nation's population and stretching medical resources, including the blood supply. Today, Israel's population has surpassed 8.5 million people, and MDA needs to collect nearly 400,000 units of blood to meet demand, more than twice what it needed when the blood center was first built. By 2030, Israel's population is expected to reach 10 million, which will require more than 500,000 blood units. Israel needs a larger blood center and a larger facility to house Magen David Adom's growing cord blood program, where stem cells are stored for cutting-edge medical treatments around the world. But building a bigger blood center doesn't by itself address Israel's needs, and that became abundantly clear in November 2012. Israel's most belligerent enemies, Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in the Gaza Strip, previously didn't have rockets sophisticated enough to reach Magen David Adom's blood center near Tel Aviv. But the Gaza rocket crisis of 2012 and the second war with Hamas in 2014 were game changers. Now Israel's enemies, both to the north and south, can hit any part of Israel, leaving millions of Israelis and the blood supply vulnerable. That's why Magen David Adom's new Marcus Blood Center will not only have a larger processing capacity, it will be secure from attack, reinforced with its most crucial services, such as blood processing and storage, underground and out of harm's way. This will ensure that Israeli civilians and soldiers have blood when they need it most, and it will enable the blood center to continue to operate in the midst of a crisis, to meet the needs of the country and ensure the survival of Israelis. To make this new blood center a reality, it's up to us, all of us. Together, we need to make it happen, because 8.5 million Israelis are counting on us.